What's up everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another KeyForge Age of Ascension deck unboxing. If you haven't checked it out, we've done a bunch of these. They're at the Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube in a playlist. Look for KeyForge Age of Ascension unboxings. Let's get into it. Alright, let's see how it's going to drop out of the box today. Alright, so we got Shadows, Logos, and Untamed. Let me just get it here. We're going to check the name. Philobar, Spawn of Apprenotion. Apprenotion? I'm bad at pronunciation. Make fun of me in the comments below. Always appreciated. So let's get this guy open and check what's in the deck. There are no Legacies and no Mavericks. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you want to see more of these videos. We got the Archon there. It looks pretty cool. All right. Whoops, wrong card. I'm a noob. That's not the first time. Not the first time. All right, there we go. There's the Archon card. All right, let's see here. Oh boy, look at the rare we got here in Untamed. We got a Heart of the Forest deck. I believe I've only got one so far, and I've opened roughly, I'm gonna say 55 to 60 Age of Ascension decks so far. And this one allows each player not to forge any keys while they have more keys or more forged keys than their opponent. So it kind of keeps the game tight. Then we have another artifact, Niflgrounds, getting an amber off this guy. Choose a creature for the remainder of the turn. That creature loses taunt and elusive. Flaxia coming into play. If you have more creatures than your opponent, you'll gain 2 amber. Hopefully we have a lot of creatures in this deck. And here's another one, Tandalin. Only deals 2 damage when fighting. 9 power though. Has fight, discard a random card from your opponent's archives. So nice anti-logos card there, basically. Song of Spring, ×2. So get some amber off those. And you can shuffle any number of untamed creatures from your hand, discard pile or battle line and back into your deck. Which Flaxia is a good target for that, actually. We got Rustnar, another creature. Fight, destroy an artifact. If that creature had an amber bonus, or sorry, if that artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber. And we got Regrowth. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. Another Amber Pip. We got 2 Regrowths in the deck. That's great with Flaxia if we can get a board of creatures. And speaking of creatures, we got more. Nox gets +3 power for each neighbor it has. And then to keep your Nox big and your other creatures big, we got Grovekeeper 2 times. At the end of your turn, give each neighbor creature a +1 power counter. And that's it for the Untamed. So let's take a look at this Untamed lineup. That is pretty nice. So creatures, what do we got? 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. Not bad. 2 regrowths. And then we got the Song of Springs there for some amber. I mean, you can get the Flaxia back there. You can shuffle some creatures out of your discard pile. And the Heart of the Forest. But no key cheat, though. At least not in Untamed. All right, let's go to Shadows. Hopefully get some good amber steel in here. Let's start it off with an uncommon. No rare, looks like in Shadows. We got Redlock. Skirmish. At the end of your turn, if you did not play any creatures this turn, gain an amber. Hidden Stash. Love this card. You get to archive a card. Play it, gain an amber. It's good stuff. Sucker Punch. Nice just seeing 1. We have an alpha. Get an amber off it. Play, deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. If that damage destroys that creature, you get to archive Sucker Punch, which is nice. And yes. 2 Ronnie Wrist Clocks. Play steal 1 if your opponent has 7 or more. Steal 2 instead. Love this guy. Miasma. Stalling your opponent a bit there. You get an amber for playing that. We all know Miasma. We got Life for a Life. Sacrifice a creature to deal 6 damage to a creature. Get an amber off that. Lamindra coming in to play off the deploy. She's elusive and gives her neighbors elusive. Knuckles Bolton has elusive and Skirmish. We got Gamgee has elusive. Reap if your opponent has more amber than you. Steal 1. We got Furtive Investors, gain an amber, and if your opponent has more amber than you, you gain 1 amber for each key your opponent has forged. And to go nicely with the Life for a Life, we have a Bad Penny. So Shadows is interesting. We got a possible steal here on a Gamgee. Miasma, you know, it's okay, but it's, you know, it's better when you have other stuff with it. But I guess you can stall until you draw into your Ronnie Wrist Clocks. Or with the Miasma, if they're sitting at 6 and then they go above, the Ronnie Wrist Clocks will steal more, since if your opponent has 7 or more, they'll steal 2. So I guess that's not a bad pair together. Well, lots of Amber Pips there. Not so much on the Amber Control, though. But it's Age of Ascension. We know it doesn't seem to be as much. All right, so out of Logos now, we have a rare Transposition Sandals. This creature gains action. Swap this creature with another friendly creature in the battle line. You may use that or another creature, or sorry, you may use that other creature this turn. We have 2 of those. They got an amber on them. That's nice. Seismo Entangler. Choose a house. During your opponent's next turn, creatures of the chosen house cannot be used to reap. So a good way to slow your opponent down. Assuming you've picked the right house, and you would pick the one that they have lots on the board, I'm sure. Memory Chip. After you name house logos, you can archive a card. Feel the Researcher. Elusive. After creatures played adjacent to Feel the Researcher, draw a card. We have Titan Librarian if it's not on the flank. At the end of your turn, after you draw, you get to archive a card. We got a Poke. Dealing a damage. If it destroys a creature, draw a card, but you get an amber off it. That's nice. Pip Pip. After an enemy creature reaps, you stun it. So nice, another slowdown card for your opponent. Lab Work, helping us get through the deck by archiving cards here. We got Helper Bot, allowing us to play 1 non-Logos card on this turn. And interestingly, we have 2 Binate Ruptures, allowing us to, at the start of the turn, each player gains amber equal to the amber in their pool. So it doubles your amber. So obviously you do this when you're ahead, since you do not have, yeah, you don't have, I can't remember the Logos card. We had it in a previous deck. I always forget the name of it, but basically after your opponent forges a key, you basically take all the rest of their amber. It's nice to see that with Binary Rupture, but we did not get that here. But we could use it to kind of burst ahead as long as we played at the right time. But it can be a little dangerous, as if you play that into it too much to protect, you're in trouble. All right, so let's jump over to the web apps. We're going to take a look at the deck, see the stats and whatnot, and I'll scan this into the app, and then you guys can grab the link to the deck in the description below. All right, so we got the deck scanned in. You can see it in the Master Vault behind me here. You can take a look at the deck. Like I said, it's in the description below if you want to take a closer look. We're going to jump on over to the Burgers KeyForge Deck Analyzer and kind of see the breakdown here. We got 17 creatures, 13 action, 4 artifacts, 2 upgrades. Bonus amber is nice. 15 amber off 15 cards we see here. Let's see what we got. Amber Burst, the 2 Binate Ruptures, Furtive Investors, and Flaxia. Got Key Control, Miasma, and Heart of the Forest. But do we have any artifact control? Just Rustnar. Does he allow us to destroy our own artifact? Destroy an artifact. If that artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber. So yeah, you can use a Rustnar to destroy your own Heart of the Forest, I guess. As an option if it's hurting you. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out that Heart of the Forest card. No synergies, anti-synergies here in this app. But let's jump on over to the the decks at KeyForge and take a look. So we got 4.5 on the amber control, only 69 SAS deck, plus 5 synergy, minus 2 anti-synergy. Not too hot. 25 expected amber though, that's pretty good. We got 1 on the artifact control, 2.5 on creature control. Ugh, that's really low. And then we got 11.5 on deck manipulation. That's pretty good. And 5.8 on effective creature power. And there's that 15 pips. We got 2 extra draw cards and 5 archive cards. And it looks pretty average across the board for card spread. I mean, 2 upgrades versus 1, 4 artifacts versus 3. But the creatures and actions are pretty much on par with the global average out of Age of Ascension specifically. But yeah, just looking at this deck, I mean, the 2 Ronnie Risk Locks are nice. And you can regrowth. You got 2 regrowths to get them back in hand. I mean, if you're going to play Shadows again next turn, so that's something. And the double Binate Ruptures, I'm curious, like how effective that would be. And you got to do it very carefully, you know. Your opponent has to be like very low in amber. And, you know, best case scenario, I guess, they're at 0, you're at 3. That's when you want to play it so you don't go too high. Maybe you're at 4 and they're at like 1 or 2. I mean, that's okay too, but I mean, giving your opponent amber in general is never good. And if you go higher than 6, or even just with so much shadows out there, just you getting more amber just throws more amber in the game, allows them to steal it. So I'm not sure about that card, not having a way to abuse it. I prefer the other way around where you Binate Rupture and then you steal the rest of the amber. Is always nice. All right, so that's it for this one. Definitely stick around to the channel. We're gonna have more of these videos coming up. Also lots more KeyForge tournament videos with commentary, so stick around for those and hit that like button. Thanks to everyone that backs us on Patreon. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the link below. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.